So today we're going to discuss medical tip number 2. And if you recall, medical tip number 1, I encouraged you to build your own medical kit instead of buying one from the store such as I have here. And I wanted to kind of go into it and show you why. Because I picked this medical kit up today at Walmart for $10. And I wanted to go through it and kind of show you what's in it and show you why this should not be your mainline kit. So as I said, it comes from Walmart, $10. They like to advertise these medical kits by the number of contents. As you see down here in the corner, this is 140 items and see back panel for contents. Well, that sounds really impressive looking at the box, 140 items. Wow, that's a lot of medical equipment. But once we open it up, you'll realize that it's not really much at all. So let's go ahead and open this up and take a look and see what's inside. Alright, so first thing that jumps out to me, this is a first aid guide. Now this is actually something that you probably should have read long before the emergency ever happened, because I promise you, you're not going to take time to read this when a true emergency is happening. So, but we've got it, so that's good to have. This is probably the most unique and interesting feature of this medical kit. There's just coupons for things like Benadryl, Neosporin. That's good to have, but that doesn't really help us in an emergency. So pull this piece out. This is just cardboard, just a divider, so that's not going to help us much. Might could make a finger splint out of that should we really need to. First thing we look at here, these are hand cleansing wipes. That is good for after the emergency's over. We have 3 of them. So digging in a little deeper, okay, here's something. These are actually the quality fabric band-aids that we focused on in medical tip number 1. Not really good for an emergency, but these are good for cuts and things on your fingers and places that would continue to bleed unless you covered them. And these are, like I said, the fabric kind, a little higher quality than the plastic. Okay, we'll go with that. 1 set of gloves. You're probably going to need a lot more, especially if you have people that are going to help you with the emergency. You're going to need more than 1 pair of gloves, but that's good to have 1 pair to start. We dig in a little deeper. This is a instant cold pack. That's going to be good for swelling and such, but it's really not going to do anything to change an emergent situation. It's not going to stop bleeding. It's not going to, cure nausea and vomiting, diarrhea, nothing like that. But that is good. It's kind of a comfort item that we have 1. A little further, we have 2 small packets of Neosporin, and that's going to be good for small scratches and small cuts and things. You don't want to gob this on. You don't want your wounds to be incredibly moist, but a little bit, a little dab will do you. So we have a little bit of Neosporin, 2 small packets there. Okay, that's good. But we're back to more Band-Aids. This is a variety of Band-Aids. These just different odds and ends and sizes. Not bad to have, but really isn't going to help us with a true hemorrhage. But we have them, okay. And we're kind of running low. We have a very small roll of paper tape. A lot of people claim to be allergic to the plastic tape. I would almost bet that the adhesive in the plastic tape and the paper tape is the same, but nevertheless you have paper tape, small roll. This appears to be about 10 or so small butterfly bandages. These are not sutures, but they can assist in holding small wounds together. Small. And our last contents, these are 2 by 2, 2 inches by 2 inches, gauze pads, and we have 4. So as you can see, this is why I don't want you to rely on a store-bought kit. Now this kit didn't claim to be able to handle true medical emergencies. But a lot of people would buy something like this, throw it in their get-out-of-town pack and think, okay, I've got the medical aspect covered. Well, you don't. You really don't have much. This is a boo-boo kit. Now, this is not something, you know, if you have one of these, I wouldn't throw it away. There's some good things inside. But this should not be the end of your medical kit. There should be a lot more included, and we're going to continue to go over these kind of things and explain what do you really need in a true medical kit. So that concludes medical tip number 2, which is to not rely on a store-bought kit even if it comes with 140 items.